question 1. Sketch the graph of y equals sine of x for one complete cycle, which is from 0 to 2 pi. Because x is going to go from 0 to 2 pi, we don't have any negative values there. So we can put our y-axis here, because we're not really going to use this area to the left. So we just do that, and then we'll draw an x-axis that goes like this. Very nice. Okay. What value does sine of x start down at? As in, for 0, what is sine of 0? So sine of 0 equals what? Cheat code for these questions, like a lot of trigonometry questions from this level onwards, cheat code is just draw a unit circle as part of your working, like off to the side a little bit, and then just draw what it is. And so this is an angle of 0, and sine is the opposite side. So if I exaggerate the triangle a little bit, and we, for example, we have this, the opposite side is sine, and it'll be like that. But if I get down to 0 for the angle, our opposite side up and down is nothing. So sine of 0 is 0. So that we'll have a point there. And now we need to graph our way all the way across to 2 pi. So like I was saying during the lesson, we don't need to know all these angles in between here. We can just kind of like draw a curve. We just need to look at the key points here. Sine starts at 0 here, but then it gets to its maximum here as 1. And then it makes its way down with all these kind of random heights here, and it gets back down to a value of 0 over here. And then it has some negative values, and then it gets to its next like maximum or minimum of -1. And then it makes its way back up to 0. And so these angles here were pi on 2, pi, and 3 pi on 2, and then up to 2 pi, and it started at an angle of 0. And so I just need to mark these in. So I need a pi on 2, I need a pi, I need a 3 pi on 2 along here. And so let's find the halfway point around here. We'll make that pi, and then half of that again would be pi on 2. Half over here would be 3 pi on 2. Let's label them. 3 pi on 2. Okay. This is super common for these trig graphs, okay? Because the main things happen, like every quadrant, we split the we split it into 4 pieces basically. So this is piece number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, I'll leave it at that for now. So the value of sine for pi on 2 is 1. So we're going to come up here. Let's make this 1. So here we'll label that as 1 on the y-axis. And then, cool, we come around to pi, and we have a length of 0. So this is our next point. 3 pi on 2, we come around to here, 3 pi on 2 is -1. So let's put -1 on the y-axis. 3 pi on 2 will be about there. And then we keep coming around to 2 pi, and we end up back at 0. Like that. Next thing, let's turn this into a cross. Next thing is, don't draw a straight line to these, because it doesn't go straight to the length of 1. Sine like quickly increases. So look at our heights, they're quickly increasing. But by the time we're here, we have all this, the rest of this angle here. We just need to increase a tiny little bit more. So anyway, my point is it doesn't go straight up there. So we need to do a curve. So this is our sine curve, something like that. It doesn't need to be perfect. Honestly, this is probably kind of like wrong, but we don't get crazily marked on our drawing skills, just as long as you show that you know it's supposed to be a curve, okay? Okay, now we have to come back down here. So we're gonna come back down to here, and then come through to here. Again, this is not perfect, that's fine. Get to there, back up to 0, and we are there. And that's it.